Okay, hello guys, welcome to my YouTube video. And today we are going to discuss a topic that what is the main difference between microeconomics and macroeconomics, and how micro and macroeconomics works as the branches of economics. So we will start from the basic definition that states that economics is the study of how individual, business, and societies make decision about production, distribution, and consumption of goods and services. It encompasses both microeconomics, which focus on the behavior of individual economic agents, and macroeconomics, which examines the overall economy and its key metrics. As we discussed in the previous lecture, that economics is the study of how individual, business, or many other sectors utilize their minimum or limited resources to get the maximum utility from them, because the resources are very limited, and the human and the population, they are unlimited, and the wants are unlimited, so they have to manage the limited resources. So to manage the limited resources, we have the macroeconomics agents as well as microeconomics agents. So the in next slide we have a microeconomics definition and its scopes. The simple definition states that microeconomics is a branch of economics that studies the behavior of decision making of individual and consumers, producers, and farm. So the main agenda or the main point of microeconomics, that it deals with the individual, and it deals with individual sectors such as consumer, producer, or farm. It does not go to the macro level or deals with the economy as a huge, as a common, as a one unit, but it divides the economy, it divides the society in the different parts into singular units, and then deal with them, and then deals how they make the decision, how they utilize the resources. Okay, the scope. The microeconomics examine topics like supply and demand, prices, resource allocation, consumer behavior, and its competitive dynamic of individual market. As I said, that it deals with the individual sector, and these are the topics it explores. Applications. Microeconomics analysis inform decision on pricing, production, investment, and resource allocation at the individual and firm level. So it sees how the decision making, pricing, production, investment of individual or the firm happens, and how they deal with these decisions and how they take these decisions. Next one, we have macroeconomics definition and scope. Simple definition states that macroeconomics is the branch of economics which studies the overall performance and behavior of an economy, including factors like GDP, inflation, unemployment, and economic growth. As we stated in previous lecture, that the macroeconomic indicators are unemployment, inflation, GDP, GNP, per capita income, PCI, CPI, etc., like that. So macroeconomics deal with the huge with the big factors that influence the economic decision or economic resource allocation. The scope. Macroeconomics analysis analyzes the impact of government policies, international trade, and other broad economic factors on the economy as a whole. Okay, so it examines the impact of big sectors or the large sectors, not the individual sector, not the firms, or not the business, but large sectors such as government, international trade, and broad economic factors, others as well. The application. Macroeconomic analysis inform decision making on the fiscal and monetary policy, as well as strategies for promoting economic stability and growth. As we know that there are fiscal policy and monetary policy are used to manage the flow of money in the economy, or to manage the flow of inflation, or the flow of interest rate that will then eventually impact the interest rate in the investment in the economy, and then that will impact the productive activities. These the macroeconomics indicators, the macroeconomic activities eventually then impact the growth of economy as a overall level, as a whole level. Next is similarities and differences. Similarities. Both microeconomics and macroeconomics studies the allocation of scarce resources and the factor that influence the economic decision making. Because the resources that are given to us and that are available to us, that are scarce. If it doesn't matter if we are dealing with macroeconomics or we are dealing with the microeconomics, they both deal with using that scarce resources to get a maximum utility for individual level or for the firm level or for the whole aggregate level. Okay, so a difference is macroeconomic focus on individual agent, while macroeconomics examines the economy as a whole. So the microeconomics, what the microeconomics do is it goes to individual sector, it goes to farm sector, it goes to different specific markets, and then it tells them how to make decision and how to use this card sources. And then macroeconomics go to whole aggregate level, such as employment, such as government level, such as use of fiscal policy, that how to manage those scarce resources. Okay, next one is importance of understanding both. It is very important to understand both, because both are very important factor, very important branches of economics that will the further we will build, the further the economics is built on these two branches. The comprehensive view. First one is comprehensive view, that state that studying both microeconomics and macroeconomics provides a more complete understanding of how economy function at various levels. When we study the microeconomics and macroeconomics, we will study that how different sectors and different individual, different markets, different factories, different governments, how they act, how they behave, how they make decisions. So we will talk about overall all the sectors at individual sector as well as whole aggregate level. Another one is informed decision making. Micro and macro perspectives enable more effective policy making, business strategies, and personal financial decisions. So as you know that microeconomics and macroeconomics gives us the analytics and data as well. On the basis of that, we can make a policy for the for any country to for the economic growth and business. We can make the business strategies for any business or the company, or we can make the personal financial decision of individual as well. Adaptability. Third one is adaptability. Understanding the interplay between micro and macro factors help individuals and organizations adapt changing in economic conditions. So economic conditions are ever changing, ever growing, and ever flourishing. So economic conditions or any other conditions does not stay same at any moment or at any time. They are constantly changing. Another one is synergies. Integrating micro and macro insights can lead to innovative solutions and deeper grasp of economic phenomena. It helps us to get a deeper look at economic conditions or economic problems. Next one is application of microeconomics and macroeconomics. We already studied the applications of micro and macroeconomics separately, but I will tell you again. Microeconomics applications are simply the pricing strategies, production optimization, consumer behavior analysis, market competition, and resource allocation decision. And macroeconomics applications are monetary and fiscal policy formulation, economic growth, stability assessment. Interdisciplinary approaches, combining macro and micro perspective to tackle complex economic challenges such as sustainable development and social welfare policies that are very crucial to any society for the growth. Limitations and challenges. There are four limitations and challenges for micro and macroeconomics both. First one is simplifying assumptions, second is data limitation, and third is unpredictability, fourth is interdependence. One is simplifying assumptions. Okay, both microeconomics and macroeconomics rely on simplifying assumptions that may not always reflect the real world complexity of economic system. So the economics is not exactly depends on mathematical models, or they do not exactly use the statistical models. They are more prone towards theoretical approach. We cannot always rely on economic complex or economics assumptions or findings. Second one is data limitation. Accurate data collection analysis can be challenging, particularly for macroeconomic variable data influenced by multitude of factors. We can get data from different websites, different credible website, World Health Organization or UNICEF, etc., like that. But they cannot always be accurate, because the conditions are always changing, and those conditions are influenced by different several sectors, several other assumptions as well. Third one is unpredictability. Economic behavior and outcomes are often influenced by unpredictable factors such as human motion, political decision, and unexpected events. There can be a disaster, there can be any disease, there can be a famine or anything like that. that can influence the economic decision, and all the economics findings of economics may be not accurate at that time. Fourth one is independence. The interplay between microeconomics and macroeconomic factors can create feedback loop and unintended consequences, making it difficult to isolate the effects of specific policies or action. Okay, the conclusions and key takeaways. And then we will tell you the fourth conclusion we have concluded from this presentation. Complementary perspective, informed decision making, continuous learning, limitation and challenges. Complementary perspective. Microeconomics and macroeconomics provide complementary perspective that together offer a more comprehensive understanding of economy. If we combine microeconomics and macroeconomics, they can be very useful for us to make decision making or to better understanding of economy for many policymakers, for many officials. That why it is very crucial subject for the economic growth. Second one is informed decision making. Managing micro and macro insights enables more informed and effective decision making at both the individual and social societal level. And another one is continuous learning. As the economy was staying up to date with the latest developments in the microeconomics and macroeconomics is crucial for adapting to changing conditions. Fourth one is limitations and challenges. Analytic tools, microeconomics and macroeconomics also have limitation to face various challenges in accurately modeling and predicting economic phenomena. As we said that the microeconomics and macroeconomics can they lack proper data or relevant data from different. As we said that microeconomics and macroeconomics can lack proper or accurate data from different websites, so it can act as a limitation for micro and macroeconomics. Thank you. That was all today. If you like my video and if it helped you a little bit in understanding the micro and macroeconomics concept, please like this video and comment down below and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.